Everybody, welcome back to another day of the Daily Grind. I'm your host, 30NSG. Happy New Year. Welcome to the first day, January 1st, 2026 of the Daily Grind. What's going on, chat? Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a safe New Year's. Hope you did whatever you need. We did a matinee yesterday. Well, matinee. We went to the movies yesterday. Watched Zootopia 2. Good movie. And then we watched 5 episodes of Percy Jackson season 2 on Disney Plus. So that's what we did for our night leading up to the midnight, and then celebrated midnight, celebrated New Year's, and then went to sleep. And now here I am. It's cold outside. And I didn't want to get up out of bed this morning, as Altern said. He doesn't want to go to work. I was like, do I really want to stream today? Do I really want to stream? I was like, yeah, I do. On today's show, it's a little different because it's the first day of the year, and that there's not really a lot of stories going on. So I was like scrambling to try to find some stories. And I was like, you know what? It's the first day. It's the first day of 2026. I was like, honestly, I don't think there's a better time right now to talk about, because it's interesting, right? It's an interesting time to talk about gaming in 2026 because it feels like the industry has like hit a crossroad, right? With the rising costs of, graphic cards and consoles going up, accessories going up, everything costs more. Subscriptions keep stacking up. It doesn't matter if you're playing for Game Pass or PlayStation Plus or Nintendo, Nintendo Online. If you're paying for Netflix, you're paying for Disney Plus, you're doing all these subscription services. I know it's not video games, it's combined, but a lot of players feel like they're getting less, not more, for what they're paying, right? Less complete launches. We always talk about this. Less trust, as we talk about the news story yesterday about the one running with scissors, going after the fans, but then closing a studio down, right? Way less patience than we had a few years ago with what's going on in the industry, right? But at the same time, gaming is still bigger than ever, right? Gaming is still bigger than ever. More people are playing games. More games are coming out. 19,000 games came out last year for Steam, right? And we're seeing companies push harder than ever for live service games, right? You see games that are like Battlefield 6 trying to become like a Fortnite type of thing with the Battle Royale and whatnot. And it feels, cloud gaming. We talked about that yesterday. Cloud gaming is going to be more. There's an article yesterday saying, is 2026 the year for cloud gaming to get pushed as the majority of what's going on? And that's the big question, right? The evolution, what's going to happen in 2026? So coming off the year, what were some of the hype games last year, right? And what do you think some of the hype games are going to be this year? Is it going to be Crimson Desert? I know a lot of people are looking forward to that game, right? So what does it mean going forward, though, for the console generation? Is there going to be a console generation? Now we're talking about, because of the RAM, like going up in price, there's an article out there talking about Xbox and PlayStation maybe pushing the new systems a couple years back. Yeah. So on today's show, I just wanted to kind of get in with chat, right? We have some news stories, but I'm not really too thrilled about these news stories, right? We have Baby Yoda on the big screen. What do we expect from Star Wars in 2026? We could talk about that a little bit later, right? With just months left before the release, Capcom's Pragmatica remains a mystery in many ways. We could talk about that as well, right? And then there's also, here's a thing that we could talk about, where Pirate Nation on Twitter says NVIDIA and AMD significantly increased GPU prices starting next month, which is this month, right? Because this is yesterday when he said it. So in January, describes the RTX 5090 increase from $2,000 to $5,000. It says, quote, both companies are reportedly planning to continue raising GPU prices every month going forward. It's highly likely that the price increase will extend across the entire product lineup, encompassing not only customer GPUs, but also GPUs for AI data centers and servers, right? That's insane. So on today's show, I figured let's just talk casually like we always do, but you guys are going to make the show go on the first day of 2026. Obviously, I can pick you guys and bring you up on stream. I read your comments and stuff as we go, as as always for the last 2 years. I did add a new feature. We can try it out. You guys might not like it. You might love it. Okay. I've watched, it's Alex's streams a couple times, and he uses the TTS Monster. And so I decided, I was like, you know what? Let's wait for the new year. Let me try that. We tried it out early last year, but it was through a different program. And I was like, you know what? Let's put it. So in the description down below, there is a TTS Monster link for to a guide to tell you how to use it. If you want to use it, you can use it. If not, no big deal. If you guys like what I do here, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. We just talk about news topics, give you my thoughts and opinions. If you like those thoughts and opinions, then I get your thoughts and opinions as well. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. What's going on, Dolphin? What's going on, Ron Slusher? High Guard will save gaming real soon. There it is. There's day one of High Guard for Ron Slusher. Is he going to continue with Concord talk? Altern says, curious that the NVIDIA and Microsoft have their own cloud gaming options and the partner with AI, and the cost for everything is super high. Weird. Yeah, this is weird. I saw your little. You know what? Can I read what you put in Discord? You went off in Discord. Can I read what you? The context that you're putting it in obviously is because Dupless said something, right? Dupless was talking about. Yeah, go ahead. All right. So this is let me start off with where it all started. Okay, let's see. Dupless said something first. Okay, Dupless said, let's see. Oh no, Dupless put Altern put first AMD type of stuff, right? Dupless came back and commented, and then Altern came back and says, common sense tells me it's because less equals more. Less than an item makes it scarce, so it costs more to buy because it's limited. But if they took the contracts because for some reason the government needs AI, it means that the companies should have enough supply for both consumers and government, which now we know is not true. Due to the most GPUs being sold by the third parties makes you think that they're knowing that we don't, and that this is why they're more expensive. Either that, or they're all got together to charge people more in hopes that we'll buy anyways. That's exactly right, Altern. It's exactly right. Okay. Which is with the most likely option, all in bed, making sure that everything is expensive. That's right. Make the problem, sell the solution, right? And remember, Microsoft, okay, and have both invested, and NVIDIA have both invested in OpenAI or on AI platforms. Microsoft and NVIDIA both have a cloud option that could also use instead of buying hardware, which makes you think that the two big cloud guys have mysteriously made a deal with AI, making GPU and RAM more expensive and more limited. Now, for some reason, cloud gaming sounds like a good option because it's either not eat for 6 months to build a PC or pay $30 a month to play your games on the cloud. Okay, which is also opens another question: are they really invested in AI or on AI, or they just want to grab people by the balls and force them to sub-monthly cloud service? Yes, they want to grab you by the balls and charge you a monthly fee for cloud service. 100%. I saw that this morning. I was like, damn, Altern's a man of few words. And then I saw this paragraph and I was like, holy shit. I was like, what's going on, Sarge? Eclipse says, yeah, that's the only game I'm looking forward to. Maybe something like Surprise Me, but I hope that's good. Dolphin says, just got a new GPU. Haha, suck my... Yep. A lot of people just upgraded. I don't need to upgrade. I'm okay with my 3060 for my computer. I already upgraded RAM last year as well, like late 2024, early 2025. So I have the RAM. I upgraded my graphics card about a year and a half ago. So I don't need to go up to a 5090 or whatever like that. If anything, we're going to purchase the money that we're accruing from you guys giving tips and stuff like that I am putting towards a new PC. Or we put it towards the Steam machine whenever we find, what the price is, right? So my question for you guys, okay? My question for you guys is, it's like an open topic, right? you know how my show is. Basically, we'll talk about something. We can switch over and come back. People come in and out of chat. What do you think? Do you think that 2026, are we moving towards an ecosystem, okay, where a future of hardware doesn't matter anymore? Obviously, it's already started happening, but 2026, do we think this is the linchpin year that it changes the gaming industry moving forward from here, right? So I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from chat. Do you feel overhyped for games last year? Do you think that this year is going to be overhyped? Do you think this year that Steam takes a dip, or do we beat the 19,000 games being, was it 19,100 something games, right? That's insane. 18,000, it was like 18,554 games in 2024, 19,100 games in 2025, right? The industry, because of what happened with Expedition 33 and a couple years before with Larian Studios with Baldur's Gate 3, are we at the peak now? Right? A lot of people talk about how the game industry is going to crash. I said I don't think it's going to crash, but it's going to just evolve and change in different ways. I think AA is much more valuable now, right? Fake Wizard's got a website that he's trying to put up to find other to help people find smaller titles. Do we see that shift in 2026, or are we still on that AAA cycle, quadruple A cycle of where these games are going to thrive, right? Because there are bigger games. No matter what you say, Madden sells well every year, right? NBA 2K sells well every year, right? Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out at the end of this year, supposedly, right? We're in the year of Grand Theft Auto, finally, maybe, sort of. Dolphin says, I got a 5060 Ti for like 500 or something. Sarge says, I'm about to build my own PC. Prices go up. Sounds unfair to me. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. Right? Very, very interesting, especially since there was an interview with Nadella, Satya Nadella, where he was talking about, oh yeah, they have all the chips or the RAM. They're just not using it. They're stockpiling it right now, waiting for it, right? K Titan says GTA Doomsday Year. Oh, GTA / Doomsday Year. Or is it GTA's Doomsday Year? Because there is a movie coming out at the end of the year, Doomsday. So I don't know if you're talking about the movie or you're saying GTA Doomsday. Let's see here. I don't think I need that open anymore. Happy New Year, Roadkill. What's going on? All right, I'm trying to bring up to show you. Let me go to my YouTube channel real fast. Because again, we're doing this, but to show you, we're seeing. Hold on, real fast. Oh, okay. So we have this new thing. If you go down to TTS Guide down here in our stream, in our description, and you click on this, it'll open up TTS Monster. Okay. I'm not sure. I thought I put it cheaper for people that are members, but I don't know what this ×2 months is. I don't really know how to use this program. Like I said, I saw this being used for months and months over on oh no, it's Alex. And I was like, you know what? We tried the voice chat stuff. I always bring your guys' chats up, which I'll still do. But if you guys want to use this, it's another way to support. And there's like different
Justin,
different announcers or different.
He ended up burning his fingers poking.
Right. I figure if we're gonna submit to our AI overlords and make them use the money that they're using, I might as well get my money worth out of it, right? So we're on the free plan for this TTS stuff, a Monster. And if you guys like it, then I'll pay for the monthly fee to get more stuff. But if you don't like it, no big deal. Like I said, it's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. It's just another way. Excuse me. What's going on, Travis? Altered says this pizza costs 2 sticks and a half of RAM. Jesus, that's expensive pizza. It's expensive pizza. Travis says, Happy New Year to all, and Merry Space Marines 2 to all. I think this is the year I'll probably pick up Space Marines 2. Travis, just not soon. Probably on the next sale. It went down to $26. I was close. On buying it. But the problem is now, do I buy it for PC or do I buy it for console? So that's the problem. So I'm waiting a couple more months, seeing what the Steam Machine price is. And then if that goes to a good price that I want to pay, then we'll maybe get Space Marines 2 for Steam. That way we can do mods and stuff like that with it. Eclipse says, personally, I think it's going to go up because I think people are going to want to play indie games because they can't get the best stuff anymore. So they're just going to play smaller stuff. Yeah, I do. I kind of agree with you, Eclipse. I think that you're saying that the amount of games are going to go up on Steam, right? And I do believe a lot more people are going to pick up more AA games, right? And I know when people think about indie games or AA games, they think of like the small pixelated games and stuff like that. They're not thinking of games of like Silk Song. They're not thinking of games of like Power World. They're not thinking of games like Expedition 33, right? Like they're thinking of like smaller Meat Boy type of games like that, right? I think there's going to be a lot more games coming out. And this is why I don't think the video game industry as a whole is going to collapse, but I do believe that AAA gaming is going to be hurting, right? And it's going to be like this blurred line because, for instance, you've already had for the last 2 years where a game it does well, but we don't know how well it does because of digital games and also because of Game Pass, right? So, for instance, Outer Worlds 2 came out, and it kind of just like a speed bump. Like we're going 90 miles an hour over a speed bump, and people just don't talk about it, right? A lot of people like Outer Worlds 2, but we don't know how many people played Outer Worlds 2 because if you look at the sales, you're like, well, the sales look like they're down. When they don't really tell you the sales, but a lot of people play it on Game Pass, so they just like play it like Avowed. What else? Grounded 2, right? Like all of these games that they came out with are just on Game Pass, so we don't really know if they do well or if they don't do well. So it's just kind of like underneath the surface, right? So I think that's a lot more what's going to happen because I think Microsoft, obviously they've already done this, but they're going to go a lot more to independent games on Game Pass. They're going to go to a lot of AA games on Game Pass, and they only have their big games coming out once a quarter. So you're going to look at that and go, all right, so E-Day, Fable, Horizon, and whatever else is like the big 4 games coming out, right? Clockwork Orange, right? Is that what it is? Clockwork? Revolution Clockwork or something like that? Excuse me. So there's going to be those major games coming out, but everything else is going to be like this independent stuff, and you're not really going to know if it's doing well or not. Right? Revolution. Thank you, Titan. Altern says, pick up on sale because the game is not worth full price. You're talking about Outer Worlds 2, Altern. Maybe this is the year you finally do Enshrouded. Perhaps we'll see what happens. There's a couple of games that come out that we never even thought of. Maybe I'll pick up the Precinct this year and do the Precinct. Titan says there's a price announcement date for the Steam Machine Cube. There is a price announcement date? Where's the date? Did they just announce that? Or are you asking me? Like, I know it's a question, but is there a price announcement date? I don't think so. I haven't seen one. They said sometime in the spring. So I think we're about 3 months away. I would assume like March, April. Let's see. What's going on, Ward? Happy New Year. Travis says, I'm waiting for Outer Worlds 2 DLC. You're waiting. Did you play Outer Worlds 2? I forgot if you bought it or not, Travis. Altern says it's the year of the indie uprising. Ray says, I'm from the future. Are you? I'm from the future. We're in 2026. I'm from the future, people. Of 2016, go buy a house, a car, and build yourself a PC with the GTX 1080. It will last you a decade. What, it's 2026? I came too late. I'm sorry, world. Altern says the Precinct is a super fun, short game, but fun. Didn't they have like 2 DLCs already for that game, or is it just? And this is why I didn't pick it up right away. I was like, I'll wait for it to, because I knew they were coming out with stuff. I was like, I'll just wait for it. Yeah, Clockwork Orange is a great movie. Yeah. It's a year for precious metals, boys. Silver, gold, platinum, palladium. We're going to the moon. Did you? I mean, obviously, you probably did, Roadkill. You saw that whole upswing with what's it called? When the silver market, and it was like a oopsie. It was an oopsie. Did you see that? Free updates, yeah. Titan says, Marty, adjust your DeLorean. For some reason, they treat that game as a live service. Well, we can have a conversation about that, Altern. I think a lot of people treat their games like live service, even though they're not live service, because that is the way we've been conditioned over the last decade. Do you know what I mean? Think about how Outriders did the exact same thing. Outriders wasn't a live service game, but yet they treated it like a live service game. There was another game that came out recently that wasn't a live service game, and then they treated that as a live service game as well. What's going on, Jax? Travis says, honestly, Outer Worlds 2 was good, but not amazing. Like, it was a completely made, but it was also actually 7 out of 10. But the thing is that thanks IGN, it's seen as bad. No, yeah, it was crazy of the silver market. I didn't really look too much into it, but apparently someone was outside, was going to the bank, and they pulled the thing, but it made the price of like skyrocket, and then it was like a blip on the radar, and then it went back down. I'm not too sure of the whole story, but I was like, oh, isn't that convenient? Travis says, Outer Worlds 2 canceled is a sin. I liked Outriders. I thought Outriders was good. We had a blast playing it. You know what I mean? I remember people grinding the shit out of it during the beta, though. Ron Slusher says, Anthem will be permanently shut down January 12th. I mean, let's think about this for a second. That game lasted as long as it did, and it wasn't even a complete game. They let that game sit incomplete for like 3 years, then kind of finished it. Do they ever bring in the rest of the Colossus build in that game? I don't know. Altern says, yeah, I finished the game, and now they have a K9 or a K9 unit, a tow truck, more cars and stuff. I'm thinking about buying the physical edition to play it again on PlayStation 5. Yeah, I don't know if I should get it for PC or if I should get it for console. Ray says, people should forget about the gold. RAM is the cool stuff right now. I mean, should I stop streaming and just sell my RAM? Just rip the RAM out of my computer? The problem is your RAM prices right now is like, if your house cost $1 million, like let's say you bought it for like $500,000, right? Which is outrageous. And now your house is at $1 million. You sell your house and you're like, oh my God, I'm a millionaire. But now you got to go buy another house, right? You got to go buy another house. And the house that you're going to buy is going to be more than what you just sold your house for. So that's my issue with RAM. Like, if RAM is $2,000 and I sell the RAM that I have, then I got to buy RAM again, which I won't be able to afford. Do you know what I mean? Travis says, you know what game isn't being sunsetted? That's right, Outriders. Eclipse says, people can fly are helping with Gears of War right now, with many, we also kind of excited. They also good with the Judgment story. The multiplayer was pretty bad. Ray says, I tried to play Anthem, and gameplay is cool, but the story got me bored to tears. Yeah, the story wasn't good, but man, did it feel good jumping around as the 4 different, like, mech, the mech suits or whatever. It was good. The gunplay was good. I liked the combos that they had with the guns. It was fun playing with other people. but the story was just, who needs story? Who needs story? Titan says, you got any spare RAM? I have old RAM, like DDR3. Travis says, they also have an unknown game coming out made by Sony Eclipse. Roadkill says, brother, without gold and silver, you wouldn't have any RAM. No, I get that. I get that. Anthem was fun. Avengers was fun. I'm seeing a trend. Right. So if it was fun, but incomplete, I would say that's actually a really good comparison. Avengers is the Anthem. It's almost exactly like Anthem. I think we actually made that comparison when when Avengers came out. Eclipse says you need at least DDR4 to make money. That's what I have in my system now. I'm gonna sell my DDR4, not stream for a couple of months, and then wait for the price to drop so I can you know what I mean? So I can buy new RAM after I sell my RAM. Altered says I wanted to like Anthem, but the servers were so bad I kept getting disconnected or rubber banding, and I stopped playing altogether. Knockout City was also fun. Does that game still exist? What lasted longer, Knockout City or Concord, Ron? What lasted longer? All right, let's talk about this topic, right? Let's talk about this topic. Okay, Pragmatica, right? This game that everyone keeps talking about and they're super excited for, but we know really nothing about it, right? Which is a sign of I don't know what's going on. It might be a great game. I don't think it's gonna be a shitty game, but let's read the story, right? If you guys like what I do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning from noon Eastern. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. Okay, with just months left before the release of Capcom's Pragmatica remains a mystery in many ways. Didn't this get delayed? Didn't this get delayed? Was it supposed to come out last year and then it got delayed? Am I wrong about that? I remember reading a story. So 2026 preview, will Capcom's numerous delays result in masterpiece or missed opportunity? So it was delayed. So now that Capcom's officially announced the Mega Man Dual Override is coming in 2027, maybe the conspiracy theories of Pragmatica is secretly a Mega Man will stop. Maybe. Okay. Players can be forgiven to creating such theories, of course. Capcom is unusual cagey about Pragmatica's story, and even though it's originally announced 5.5 years ago, and still so much about the plot and the protagonist remains unanswered. So it's only natural that speculations will run rampant. I don't really care about... I personally don't want to know the stories before they come out. You know what I mean? Like, you give teaser trailers. I mean, I'm basing this off of movies and stuff, right? Like, I don't want the trailer to tell me everything about the movie. I want you to give me just enough to be like, that seems interesting, and then I want to play it. So... asking questions about a video game that they haven't shown much about. I mean, right now, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I'm interested, right? Central to all this is Diana, okay? The android girl who accompanies Space Explorer Hugh as they take on hostile AI robots who are taking them onto a lunar research station. Depending on how the game's trailers sit with you, personally, the idea of the youngster playing to protect you is either adorable or deeply creepy one. I think it's a little bit of both. What makes it interesting, though, is that even just a few months ago, until the game is finally released, and there's also still none the wiser of how you're supposed to feel. But I don't think you need to know how you feel about inside the game until you play the game. So much of Diana remains shrouded in mystery, which is good in my opinion. Who created her? Why is she sleeping or helping Hugh? Right? Is she secretly evil? And can she be expected a Chucky-style heel turn at some point where it's going to have her fight or to fight her? We just don't know yet. Though the last one might be a stretch, Diana is getting her own amiibo figure in company of a Switch 2 version, so I'm assuming she stays on the good side throughout. But I don't understand where this article is really coming from. Like, you're trying to spoil the game before you play the game. Okay. So what do we know about the game's central combat mechanics, but it also brings around some questions. As anyone who has already played the recently released Pragmatica Sketchbook demo on Steam will know, it's an interesting mix of straight third-person action game combat and puzzle solving. The enemy robots have secretly a system which protects them from attack, but Diana can hack into the system and expose their weak points. The twist here is that the combat continues while hacking and minigame plays out, meanwhile also working your way through the grind like puzzles. You'll still have to keep your eye out for enemy attacks. There's also such a combat equivalent to patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time, and some of the demo players have responded in positively when it all clicks into place. Will it continue to hold up throughout the entire length of the game? However, will it continue to feel like a unique and innovative new way to fight enemies? I don't know. From the gameplay, and we can watch the gameplay in a second here. From the gameplay I saw, I don't know if it's groundbreaking, right? I don't know if it's like, I think it looks good. Right? I don't know if it's groundbreaking. All right. So it says, will it start to feel repetitive? I think all games start to feel repetitive. It all depends if they have some sort of skill tree to change what you do. Like if you're doing the same, like I don't know, the robot, you gotta hack their head, right? Aim at their head, hack their head, and then you can kill them, and that's just do every single time. That seems more like padding than actual thing, right? But if she gets better or quicker at doing it, so it's not as long, maybe that's a skill that you go up or something like that. I have no idea, right? This is another general unknown, as the stage is exactly what Pragmatica has been delayed so many times. The game was originally planned for 2022, released before being pushed back to 2023, then vague 2026 window. Oh boy, this changes my thought process a little bit here. I didn't know it was supposed to be out in 2022 or 2023. I thought it was supposed to be out in 2025, and they pushed it back to 2026. So it's been pushed back quite a bit. So that makes me think, is it repetitive? Is it where it's good, right? It's good, but at the same time, is it sort of going to be like a Midnight Sun, right? Midnight Sun was good. It was a good puzzle kind of game, but the mechanics for fighting were very repetitive, very boring. Is it going to be something like that? I don't know. I'm asking questions, right? So when a game is delayed so many times, there's often one or two outcomes. Great success because of extra time spent refining it, or a huge letdown when the studio had to release it because it was kicking the can and it ran out of road. It's very true, and more times than not, they don't come out as great success, right? The ones that had great success are ones that did, like Baldur's Gate 3, that were in early access for 2 years and fixed the bugs and stuff like that. We haven't really heard much about this game, right? And as they say in the article, you're just kicking the can down the road, but they're running out of road. Of course, the final mystery is just how well Pragmatica will perform when all's said and done. In recent years, Capcom has found itself in an interesting position where also major releases are either enormous hits or critical or commercial failures, with no real middle ground. For every Monster Hunter or Resident Evil, there's also X Primal, which failed impressive critics. Okay. Oh, I forgot about X Primal. What was that, 2023 when that came out? It lasted a year, right? Which was critically acclaimed but didn't meet Capcom's sales expectations. It feels like Pragmatica is usually enough to initially sell well amongst players who also are keen to try a new Capcom IP and want to see the quirky battle system work. The opinion of the initial wave of players is also the willingness to reassure others of combat works well. Will it be critical? Would it be crucial if the game has continued the sales momentum and established itself in the key Capcom IP? Well, there's new Mega Man, of course. So it'll be very interesting. Let's look at this for a second. Let's watch this. Okay, I'm not gonna do the audio. We're just gonna look at it. Okay. Again, speaking of Anthem, it looks like Anthem-esque suit type of stuff mixed with like a Starfield type of feel. I'm talking about the suit design, by the way. Right? She seems like a what's that new movie that came out with the android, the girl? She seems a little bit like that. I mean, it's different. You got someone on your back. It's like Groot and Rocket. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. So you don't know who she is. This feels very Mando Grogu type of chemistry. Okay, big bosses. Looks impressive. That's it. Man, they really don't really show much. Jack says 30. Watch the Tokyo Game Show pragmatic to show all gameplay in the systems. All right, let me find that real fast. Let's find that. What is it? Tokyo Game Show, you said? Three months ago? Is it Tokyo Game Show? Okay. It's like a 15-minute long video.
There you are. All better.
You patched me up.
The hair looks weird. And I'm not docking points because the hair looks weird. I'm just saying the hair looks weird. Like, it just, I don't know. Hair's very hard to do. CGI, video games, it's just very hard to do.
Someone brought their kid out here. Hey,
Hello, this is Edis, your autonomous.
So you can't do anything, right? Shot with the shotgun, doing some damage. All right, the mechanic of hacking, that seems okay, but it seems like it get pretty old pretty fast. Do you know what I mean? Like, it seems like cool. This is a cool system. Like you're doing something a little different.
need us again. I feel like a damn rat in a maze.
Yeah, 100%. This is why they do it. Here's what I'll say about the combat system right now. Remember when we talked about Hogwarts Legacy, and we didn't play it yet. We just watched it, and we were a little worried about the combat in Hogwarts Legacy, right? Being repetitive and whatnot. But the combat in that game was actually pretty good. It felt really good. It felt like you were a wizard and you're doing a lot of different things. You could do a lot of different combos to change up the monotony if you wanted to, or you could just keep doing the same thing over and over if you really wanted to, right? So it was hard to tell when watching if the combat was good or not, but when you played it, you're like, oh man, this is good. So maybe this is one of the things that we're seeing here. You look at it and go, oh, it's cool, but maybe it's repetitive. But then when you play it, you're like, it actually feels really good. I don't know if I like the tight spaces. I think my comparison to Midnight Sun is not too far off with the small little arena areas here that's going on. I mean, it brings a little bit more of intensity when it's like small areas like this. I don't like it. Personally, I don't like how they just wall it off. There's like shields going on. And as soon as you kill them, the doors open up, right? Oh, they didn't even tell you.
I hope dropping down here somehow leads us back up to the top floor.
There has to be an elevator somewhere ahead.
There's something about it. I don't know what it is. And maybe I'm being biased now that I know it was supposed to come out in 2022. Right? It's 3 years delayed. Almost 4.
Not here either. Damn. I gotta hurry and contact Earth.
Travis says, here's the bigger question, 30, that matters. Did they use generative AI? I don't know. Maybe they're scrubbing it all. Who knows? No, I'm okay watching this. I'm just looking at what the gameplay and stuff is.
Remove them from the
Obviously, I feel like, okay, let me back up here. I feel like with this stuff here, as you explore, you're going to find different things and unlock different hacking abilities. So this changes as the game goes on. So it's not as repetitive, but it is still repetitive. Okay, again, I know nothing about this game. Just watching what it is. Yeah, these bots and stuff seem very... Yeah, whatever. Okay, you're dropping stuff. Got a new weapon. What we got here? Big Mech boss fight.
Unregistered guests are forbidden from this area. Initializing sector guard protocol. Scanning. Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize? Us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. Get ready.
Hit him in the nuts. So there's different color weapons. So he's got bigger hacking device.
So it's not one of your pop buddies? Then I guess we can just go and blast it. Where'd they get all those missiles?
They were made with lunacy.
Yeah, like I said, Jax, I don't know how to feel about this because looking at it, it doesn't look very good as far as the fighting. But again, as I said with the Hogwarts Legacy, the fighting mechanics didn't look good there. But when you played it, you're like, oh man, this is really good.
Lucky us, right? Then hurry. I just want to blast it.
Maybe this is why it got delayed so much. Maybe this is why the game's delayed because they're like, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like, how do we make this feel better? This is a long-ass boss fight, man. I guess it's about 5 minutes. Almost 6 minutes.
The shelter. Looks like we got some backup power here.
Now, maybe we can upgrade our stuff.
Worth a shot.
Here you go. Here you go. Man, it's like I know video games.
We gotta get going.
Ready when you are. Starting.
So the grind is finding different abilities to hack. And I saw the gun earlier that was like orange. So that means there's higher gear. That means there'll be higher mods or hacking devices.
Crap. Jump, Q.
This friggin' thing is tough as hell.
We can use this to hit harder and beat things faster.
So, are you trying to? So you're making points to connect, right? You don't want to just connect the yellow to the green. You want to go through as many things as possible.
Use this to hit harder
Right.
and beat things.
Go through, and as you go through the certain hack abilities, it raises the price or raises the damage
Faster.
cost, right? I don't know about this system.
We did it! Something's aiming at us. Leave it to me. I got him.
I don't know about this system. This is not selling me on this game.
Dad, leave the shooting to me. That was easy. Guess it's my turn.
Missile spotted. Right back at ya.
Good job, kid. Now,
It is the same puzzles every single time, but just made to look differently because they put different hacks inside there.
it's my turn.
Move, Q.
Get some.
Hacking.
You're going down.
I hope that they're not doing microtransactions and shit in this game.
Look out.
Take that.
Q.
Right on. How you like this?
Got it.
Well, Travis, if you look at what they're doing when they fight, they literally. So let's say that this blue one was all the way over here, okay, and not in the line that it is now. So it was over here. You're trying to go through as many things as possible before you get to the green to make it a go. So if this is all the way over here and you just go straight down here and then across and then up, and you're making like a little L, right? And then you go up to the green, you're doing damage. If this was over here, you would want to go all the way over here, then down, then all the way over here, then down this way, and then going across. That to me is not like game-breaking or like earth-shattering. Oh my god, this is such a cool addition to combat. I'm assuming this is why this game is in limbo for 3 years. I'm going to see what you guys are saying here. I mean, people could go, "Oh yeah, well, it means they're working on it and fixing it," or hear me out, they don't know how to fix it, and there's some major flaw with the game. Maybe they take a risk and it works out really well. And maybe they don't. I'll say it this way. I bought 10 games last year. I only regret one of them. I mean, I also taste like that. It's also flavor for everyone. But no, for me, I will be also delicious. I might be hungry. I don't like you're standing there and trying to do a puzzle fight at the same time. Ray says, I wonder if I can also find another Android carrier character. We can have a Pokemon battle. Jesse Mack, what's going on? Says, "Oh shit, Luke and Yoda dynamic looks like it." Yeah, it looks like a Mando and Grogu type of thing. Jack says, "I'm willing to give you a chance, but I'm waiting to see on not a day one for me." I don't think any game should be a day one. I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not speaking for you. All right, I don't think any game deserves anyone's money day one. It's got to prove to me that it's not broke, not buggy, not incomplete. right? It's got to have some legs. Alter says 5-minute boss fight. You know how many TikToks I can watch with that time? Let's see what the 84 TikToks. Just Enough says reminds me of Metal Gear Rising and some other game whose name I forgot. Surprise puzzle game. Yeah, it's not really a surprise puzzle game though. You know what I mean? It is a cell game for me. The puzzle mechanic got old in the demo. It's a cell? What do you mean? Like you're not buying it, is what you're saying, or is it? Are you saying it's a sell for you? The cell. It is a cell game for me. The puzzle mechanic got old in the demo. So you play the demo, and it already got. Oh, I'll get it on sale. Yeah, it does seem like the puzzle mechanic would get pretty stale, repetitive, pretty fast. And the only way it gets better is the puzzle's the same. You're doing the same thing every single time you're killing somebody, but the pieces that you find make more damage. So you got to find more things to do more damage so you do less puzzle solving. Sarge says the days of day one buying are over. I mean, I'll be honest, Sarge, it's got to be if a person is interested in a game, I want to put a little asterisk next to it. A day one buy for a AA game or an independent game, I think is fine. I put a little thing there saying a day one buy for a AAA game is a hard sell. Hard sale. Let me see what you guys are saying. Water also played the demo and loved it. So if Water loves something, we're supposed to be like, oh, well, all right. What the hell does that mean? The puzzle aspect, he said, is also well done. So again, different tastes for different people. Sure. But here's where it comes down to at the end of the day, Travis. Coming in here every single day and saying that you're going to play what you want to play and that's all that matters, cool. In the gaming industry, a game is successful or not successful based on if it sells. If it sells, right? So if a game comes out and doesn't sell well, it doesn't matter if it's a great game or not for you. For the public, if a game comes out and bombs because of a mechanic, and if 5 people like the mechanic out of 10,000 people, guess what? The mechanic is not very good, meaning they made a game and didn't sell a game because the game wasn't good. Do you know what I mean? Marvel's Midnight Suns didn't appeal to people because of the card system. Now that I played it, I can tell you I like the card system, even though I didn't like it for Bora, but it failed as a game, and they failed as a company to try to sell you on that thing. So if they're selling you on this game because of the puzzle mechanic, and people play the game and go, nah, I'm out because of the puzzle mechanic, guess what? Just because a small minority like the game doesn't mean the game's successful. It fails. And if it fails, well, then they can't make the next game. They can't survive as a company. So you have to make sure that majority of the people like the mechanics in the game. Hence why make a game, sell a game. Altern says, yeah, so if it's $20 to $30, can be a day one. But after that, I think it's 3 times the wait for 2 weeks before I can try it. Right. I think if it's like a $30, $40, $50, all depending on what the game is, could be a day one, right? $70 game, not day one. Not day one. But here's also another issue, right? You're saying, I think the game will sell well decently because Capcom name carries weight. Sure, Monster Hunter Wilds that came out sold a shit ton of copies and then fell off a cliff. Why? Because the game was broke, buggy, and unfinished. Midnight Suns got so much shit before people even tried it. That's correct. And that would be the marketing team, and that would be the company's fault, not the people's fault. You understand that, right? Customers are sold stuff because it looks good to them or not good to them. So if a movie trailer comes out and the trailer doesn't sell you on that movie, it's not the person's fault for not going to the theater to watch the movie. It's the company's fault for not selling you the product well. Transformers 1 was a perfect example. They cut a trailer together for that movie that doesn't sell you on the movie. But if you go watch the movie, you're like, wow, this is actually a really good movie. But no one cares because the selling point of it was the trailer. And the trailer failed to get people's asses in the seats. Ray says, most of the games I buy on sale are games I will never play, but I buy them to support the devs trying something interesting. I think that works, Ray, with smaller companies, smaller independent games, right? You buying a game to support the devs because you like the devs. Let's say you like Midnight Suns, right? And you like the devs. Fairfax, right? Was that who made that? But the game cost $200 million to make, and they only sold 1 million copies. I mean, I get it. You're like, I like to support the companies I like to support. But because that game is so expensive, it doesn't matter. Oh. My wife is home because it's the first day of the year, and she made me this specialty coffee. Woo. It's good stuff. Well, that's good stuff. It's like it almost tastes like a hot chocolate, but it's not. It's a coffee. It's good stuff. Oh, I agree. It should have explained the card system better. That's on them, right? But that's what I'm saying. That's on most companies, right? When a game fails, it's not because of the people that didn't buy the game because they're sexist, racist, misogynistic, or whatever. It's because the marketing, when they sell the game, 007 just fucked themselves, personally, I think, because when they say modern audience, right? Everyone was like, oh, James Bond. I like James Bond. I'm going to get James Bond. And then all of a sudden, now they say modern audience, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. One, because I don't want to pay full price for that game. Two, now that you told me it's this, I don't know about the story. I don't really give a shit about the gameplay. I went frame by frame on that video, my personal, and I didn't like the way the car system drove. It looked too arcadey for me. I did like the type of mechanics that you could do different things every time you take the situation, guns blazing, whatnot. They want you to go guns blazing most of the time, I would assume. But you could sneak around, you could do stuff. I like that, but it's a hard not sell for me because of what they said. Mr. Z says, "Oh man, I got here during the about's 12th round. What did I miss?" You have to rewind. Ray says, "Midnight Suns failed because we were waiting for XCOM 3 since 2016." I don't think that's true, Ray. I mean, obviously, I love XCOM, and I think what Midnight Suns did is actually it took that genre and moved it up a little bit. It hit the bar and kind of raised it up. They didn't sell the card system. Card systems are not very well adopted very well, right? People love card games, but they also love XCOM games, and they don't like card systems. But the actual card system is actually one of the best things in that game, right? One of the worst things in that game is the fucking CW art, the story arc that they have. I would have more people bitching about, the storyline than I would about the actual card system. The clip says, like, I'm happy they're trying something new. That's awesome. Right. But the new thing feels like a job. Feels like I'm also just doing it to get more power. Right. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right. But again, I'm going to hold my reservations on that because, again, I didn't think the combat looked okay for Hogwarts Legacy until I played Hogwarts Legacy. And then I was like, wow, the combat system feels really good. Just Enough says, overall view of Capcom is that they are a good company again. I don't know how many bad games until it isn't true anymore. the thing is, there's a lot of games that came out for Capcom. Capcom is a very profitable company, okay? But I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom gets bought out by someone soon in the next like 3 years, okay? But Capcom, I don't think has a problem, but they make games that are very appealing to a lot of people, right? And yet they kind of just like fall off the cliff afterwards. Pragmatica, I have a little bit of an issue. Bigger one before I read the article where it said 2022 and not 2025. I thought it was supposed to come out in 2025, and now it's coming out in 2026, but it was supposed to come out in 2022, and I was like, ooh, it's been delayed multiple times. That's never a good sign. It's never a good sign. Now, again, if you like that game, cool. Again, I like Marvel's Avengers. Okay? I understand people like certain games, and not every game is meant for everybody. But you also have to call something out when it's bad when you play it. And I'm not saying Pragmatica is bad. I'm just saying that if it's delayed, it's probably because of the fighting mechanic system. Because it looks like it would get boring pretty fast. And I would love to be wrong. Ray says your wife is amazing. I know. That's why she's my wife. When you find that person, you keep them. Travis says, correct, but sometimes they do focus on the wrong thing. For example, Gotham Knights hate over 30 frames per second was stupid. I get it. But let's have the conversation. They didn't say anything about the frames per second in that game until the very end. Everyone assumed, and again, assumptions are bad, but everybody assumed because it was on the new systems, they stopped making it for the old systems, that this game would make 60 frames per second. Personally, I don't give a shit. If it's 60 frames or 30 frames, the game is good, is going to play it. Okay? But they denied and didn't say anything until like, what, 2 days? Like a week, maybe a week before? So, again, you can't blame it on the people because the people were asking and they were hiding it from them for the longest time. And then they came out and said, oh, yeah, well, it's 30 frames per second. Surprise! And they're like, okay, well, cool. I'm not going to buy the game now. Right? You can be mad at the people that didn't buy it because it was 30 frames per second, but it was the company that hid it for the longest time and didn't say anything. If they came out ahead of time, way ahead of time, not right before launch, and said the game is 30 frames per second, showed more gameplay, showed the stuff, and people would be like, all right, cool. You, like I said yesterday in Discord 30, reason I respect you is you give your thoughts and you never say flat out don't buy unless there's a reason. Look, like you just said, I will never tell people how to spend their money, but I will give the the red flag up in the air and going, be cautious. Be cautious when you go and buy this game because there's going to be a problem with this game, right? I've said it with Skull and Bones. I've said it with other games in the past. Okay. I'm not saying stay clear of Pragmatica. Okay. But you have to go into it and go, all right, what is the problem? Why did it get delayed? Was it to make it better? Maybe. Or was there a massive problem that they have to try to fix and they can't fix it? Just don't buy day one. I'm not saying don't buy. Just don't buy day one. Wait for the reviews. Wait for people's gameplay. See it. If the minority of the people like it and it looks good, then you could purchase it. You know how much money you would save if you just stopped buying games day one? I'm not saying you personally, Travis, just in general. That's good, man. It's like it's perfect. It's perfect. What a good. Just what I need. It's just what I needed. It's like she knew. Altern says, in today's world, it's almost impossible to find that person. Yeah, I can't even say anything to you, Altern. I wouldn't have a clue. I wouldn't have a clue. I've been with my with my wife. We've been married since 2010. We've been together since 2003. So I wouldn't even know to be like, no, that's not true. You could. I have no idea. I have no idea. What's going on, Aku? Even the point of hurting sales off a delayed game. Yeah, I mean, delayed game, more times than not, is not because they're making the game better. Grand Theft Auto is not making the game better. They're holding out because of the market, not because of the game, in my opinion. Jack says, I got Days Gone free from PlayStation Plus collection and shut down, and there's still issues. Look at Fallout. Look at Fallout. Fallout's got problems a decade later. They still haven't patched something. According to Online, it was restarted halfway through production, which, I mean, could explain it, but the reasons why it didn't restart it. Wait a minute. You're telling me, Travis, that Pragmatica got restarted halfway through production? Oh my God, that's even worse. That's even worse. You're telling me they resetted the game halfway through production? When did they start production on this thing? Pragmatica's upcoming Capcom game. When did they start? Delayed from early 2022. So did they start in like 2018? It doesn't even tell you when they started. If a game takes 3 to 4 years, first announced in 2020 for a 2022 release, oh boy. So they probably started in 2018. 2018, 2019. Oh boy. Aaron says Pragmatica developed began 2019. Development. Let's see. Pragmatica, it began its development at Capcom. The video game originally announced on June 11th. That's not when they started, though. So they had to be in 2019, 2018. Yeah. I'm even more concerned now. I'm even more concerned. Ray says the industry needs whales to keep afloat. Eclipse says Gotham Knights is the reason why Spider-Man 2 was not co-op, because it had to hard run a game at 60 frames per second open world that looks that good. Me and you played it together. I liked Gotham Knights. I thought Gotham Knights was very good. Right? I thought the story was good. Not great. I thought it was good. I thought the fighting was very good. Everyone in their head was like, it's not Batman. It's not Batman. And I'm like, you could combo a lot of good stuff in that game. It felt good. But like Travis said, a lot of people gave it shit because it's 30 frames per second. Aku says, read what I said before that. It was a continuation of a larger post. All right, hold on one second. Is that with Just Enough? I saw a lot of people hating on them after buying it and linking them between Reddit X. That one? Or was it another one? Hold on. I can't scroll up anymore. Sarge says Fallout. Point proven. Yeah. Mr. C says, nice rabbit hole time. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix my my video. I don't have the rabbit hole video. Yeah, I don't have it anymore. Got corrupted or something, and I had to take it down. Difference is Capcom is Japanese company, so they did it because they also give a shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. They got to prove to me. I mean, that's fun to say, Aku, but basically you can say the same thing for me. I'll be honest. I like Marvel's Avengers, and it failed. I like Gotham Knights, and it failed. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's games that I like that fail. I mean, I don't sit here and protect them, but you can say what I like fails, but that's not true either, because there's a lot of games that I do like that succeed very well, and vice versa. Mr. Z says 30, but it looks cool. I love CG sci-fi, but I didn't think the trailer is trustworthy, unfortunately. Yeah, the Pragmatica trailer doesn't, I mean, it doesn't sell me. It doesn't sell me, personally. Just before it. I can't see it, Aku. I can't see it. My program that I use, OBS, the chat doesn't scroll up that far after a certain period. Travis says Gotham Knights was basically Robin Wars made into a video game. It was great. Great arc. Not a surprise. Aaron says, but 2026 is going to be another great year for gaming world, similar to 2004. Great games. We're also going to make GTA 6, 007, Resident Evil Wolverine, Fatal Frame. Well, we had this conversation in the very beginning, Aaron. I don't know if you were here in the very beginning. I asked chat, right? Like the title of the thing says, you know, is 2026 the breaking point of video games as far as AAA games go, right? Is there going to be a downfall, not because of games, but because of how people play the games, as far as, you know, playing through the cloud, not owning a console, not buying PCs because they're too expensive, people that are still stuck on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, they're not going to buy Xboxes, they're not going to buy the PlayStations, they're too expensive. They weren't coming over when it was $500. Now they're not coming over at all because now they're $700, right? They're not able to buy PCs because they're too expensive because of where the industry is going, right? So is 2026, even though these games are coming out, is it going to be the linchpin that basically changes the landscape of video games going forward? Right? There's stats out there that say people play more older games than ever before. They're not buying new games. Travis says, Capcom has only disappointed me once in the last 10 years. So good record. It takes a really long time for me to get disappointed. I mean, I would agree with you. I don't think I've been like major disappointed. I can't remember the last time I was disappointed. I wasn't even disappointed in Marvel's Avengers. Right? I mean, I was bummed because they weren't supporting it, but I still liked what I played. I wasn't disappointed in it. Ray says, Halo 5 split screen was supposedly sacrificed for 60 frames per second. I wonder why they can't do both. The slash of FPS when couch co-op is activated. Sarge says, we give it a shit because we want 60 frames per second standard. Jesus, jump up on Christmas. It's been 20 years. Move the fuck on. Gravity Rush is my favorite PlayStation 4 game, yet they closed the studio. Yeah. It's crazy, some of the things that they close down and what's good and what's not good and what's bad and what's not bad. At least say you're honest about them failing. Every time Travis likes something, there's also a major issue with it. It either shits or fails. Again, I don't know. I mean, it's like the other day. Was it Titan? I don't know if it was Titan or if it was Kylo. Someone said to me that all my songs have the word glow in it, which was the one Christmas song that I did. And I went and I said, well, I just write what I write. But then I went back and looked at the stuff, and there's not one other song that has the word glow in it from all the other tracks I have, 36 of them, right? Not one other song has glow inside of the actual lyrics. So my point is, My point is, I think you're looking at Travis and thinking there's way more than there actually is. Do you know what I mean? Because someone thinks it's there and there's more of it, there really isn't though. But it sounds like because Travis is always in chat talking and defending stuff, and I think you're associating with that. Altern says, in the case 30, please don't like Crimson Desert. It's my last hope for AAA games. Well, unfortunately, Altern, I do like Crimson Desert. So I'm sorry for your loss. Mr. Z says, in my opinion, there should also be a way more people talking about Pragmatica. I don't think anyone's following this close enough. Exactly. Let's see here. 30, your curse is breaking the game. That is true. I do break a lot of games. If all game companies sent me their game first, they would come out less buggy. That's for sure. Aaron says, why I can't see Travis on the chat, but I can see his comments popping up on the screen. Because he probably blocked you, Aaron, for some whatever reason. And I can bring up people's chats up on the screen. That's why. Aku says, 30, if there's more than that, it's likely a game. If it also looks like shit, then it defends it to the death. If it comes out of the shit and he says, I never liked the game, standard cycle. Ray says, the only reason Pragmatica get any attention is because of the sad dad simulator, nothing else more. I mean, if they put Pedro Pascal as the lead character in that game, Ray, I think Pragmatica would be circle complete. Speaking of that, we do have a Star Wars talk over here. We are trying something different. It is the first of the year. I did say earlier that I did watch Oh No, It's Alex last year, and he probably had it longer, but he had the TTS Monster where you can pay to bring up a chat up on screen. Even though I bring up chat like this up on screen and read you guys. If you have something to say and you want to support the channel, there is a TTS link down below. Trying it out. If it works out, right now it's the free plan for TTS Monster. There's a link in the description down below for the guide on how to do it. If you guys would like to do that, you can do it. If not, no big deal. If you guys like what I do here, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. Let's see. Am I wrapping up the stream? No. Did you hear what I just said? I said from 10 o'clock to noon. Is it noon yet? Is it 2 hours? Has 2 hours passed, Aaron? All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is Baby Yoda on the big screen, what to expect from Star Wars in 2026. We were just having a little conversation, I think it was yesterday. I think Jax brought it up. Was it Jax? We were talking about Ahsoka Season 2, what's coming out. And I said, I think that based if this succeeds or not, then they're going to start pushing towards Ahsoka. But right now, Baby Yoda, okay, and Mando and Grogu is the big thing for 2026. We went to the movies yesterday to watch Zootopia, right? Zootopia 2. Good movie. And it broke a record. It's the #1 animated film of all time. For Disney World, for Disney, okay, with $1.46 billion or $1.5 billion. So we watched the trailer of Mando Grogu yesterday in theaters, and I turned to my son and I said, do you want to watch that in theaters? And he said, eh. That right there, okay, because I would be open, right? I watched seasons 1 and 2, didn't watch season 3. Okay, I watched Ahsoka. I watched the shows, right? I still love what Star Wars was. I loved Mando Season 1. We had a breakdown on our other channel. Okay. Actually, it was this channel that I moved it over to the other channel, right? We had a breakdown every single episode. I loved it. Okay. I was like, all right, Star Wars, they're trying to save it. And in the theater, I really don't want to see it. But I was like, you know what? Maybe my son does. So I was like, hey, you want to see that in theaters? And he went, yeah. And that right there is why Disney should be scared. Disney should be terrified because they paid so much money for the Star Wars brand and flushed it down the toilet, where young boys, young girls that would have been interested in Star Wars have no interest in Star Wars as far as movies or TV shows go. Okay. Not even the toys are selling. Okay. So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen with this franchise coming this year, because it's been 6 years since we saw any movie in theaters for Star Wars. Okay. Oh, and since our internet's been, it still hasn't been fixed yet, I usually dual stream on Twitch and YouTube, and I haven't been doing that. So if you happen to come in from Twitch and you're over on YouTube and you're looking and going, how come it's not on Twitch? That's why, because we're trying to take all the bandwidth and put it towards the one platform right now. Once the internet gets fixed, we'll be multi-streaming to multiple platforms. All right. All right, if you guys like what I do here, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. So Baby Yoda on the big screen, what to expect from Star Wars in 2026. This article comes from IGN. In 2025, it proved to be a fairly quiet year for Star Wars franchise, although it's hard to sniff out something as great as Andor Season 2. Here's a perfect example. Perfect example. Talk about video games, about people liking something or not liking something, if it's successful or not successful. Andor Season 2. Everyone talks about this as this is the best Star Wars show out there, but nobody's seen it. The people that have watched it love it, but the masses have not watched Andor, let alone Andor Season 2. Okay? I have yet to see it because of the brand damage of Star Wars. But Andor Season 2 and 1 were so expensive that they've lost so much money on the Andor series, but yet cinematically, it's one of the best shows out there. Written-wise, filmed-wise, people love it. But for some reason, nobody watches it. Okay? So it doesn't matter if you think the thing is fantastic. If the masses don't watch it, then it's not successful. Okay? So it says, still, it's safe to say that fans jonesing for the new Star Wars content like Death Stick addicts. Unfortunately, Lucasfilm seems poised to deliver in 2026. In 2026 promises to be a much more active year for Star Wars front. For one thing, they finally getting a new live-action Star Wars movie 7 years after The Rise of Skywalker landed in theaters. And with that healthy lineup in new shows, both live-action and animated comics, and even the game, there's a lot to look forward to in the next 12 months. So let's break it down. So the Star Wars returns to theaters. Again, it's been a surprisingly long time since there's been a new Star Wars movie in theaters, which is just amazing, right? You're like, how do you have a franchise and not put a movie out in 7 years? Like, it's insane. It says, fairly frosty reception of The Rise of Skywalker definitely has a lot to do with that. No, it's The Last Jedi. That was the bad one. But if anyone can reserve Disney's fortunes on the big screen, Mando and his cute little son. Disney will release director Jon Favreau's The Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters on May 26th, and the new film is a continuation of Disney Plus series of Mando, all right, The Mandalorian. In fact, all signs point to effectively being a Mando Season 4 in the more condensed form. Once again, there's also going to be a Pedro Pascal, Mando, little Grogu accept the mission on behalf of the New Republic. They'll also again do battle with the remnants of the Empire and clash with the all manner of scum and villainy. Well, let's also see some familiar faces from the series returning, including co-creator Dave Filoni's character Trapper Wolf, Steve Bloom's Zep Orlis. The film has also introduced several new players in the Mandoverse. That includes a Sigourney Weaver as a New Republic operative, Johnny Coney as the Emperor Warlord, and Jeremy Allen and Ali Buff Rhoda and the Hutt, Rhoda the Hutt. Okay, so there's that. The Mando also has definitely seen one of the bigger successes of Disney's Star Wars era, but does it have the power to pull moviegoers? I don't know. This is going to be a big this is going to be a big what if, right? Because I don't think so. Again, it's just my son, right? My son doesn't represent like the entire industry of people not interested in it. But when an 11-year-old boy has no interest in what they saying is the best thing about Star Wars in the last 7 years is the Mando, I think you fundamentally have a problem. I think you fundamentally have a problem with the brand of Star Wars when you go to the parks and people tell you that Disney's dead and whatnot. I go to the parks. I see what's there. I see people there. They're not buying the lightsabers. They're not going to the things. They're not buying the toys. You go to a Target, you go to a Walmart right now, go down the aisle and look at the masses of toys that are there. It's a trick question because there's not masses of toys anymore. Remember when you were a kid and you walked into a toy store, which we don't have anymore, and you walked down the aisle, and there used to be a whole aisle just for Star Wars. One whole aisle just for Star Wars. Now Star Wars has got this like little section, okay? Little section. I think they sell more Star Wars Legos than they do actual Star Wars toys, okay? And then if you go to Ollie's, if you guys don't have an Ollie's around, go to Ollie's. Good stuff cheap, right? And let me tell you, they buy up all the stuff that didn't sell in the other stores, and they put it in this store. It's like a graveyard for Star Wars toys. Or Marvel's Stage 5, okay? You go there, and there's just wall of the same characters that no one gave a shit about, that no one bought them in this store, no one bought them in that store, now they're in this store, and they just sit there, okay? You can make a Toy Story episode out of that. The lost toys that just sit in Ollie's, okay? It's terrible, okay? So there's a massive problem when the youngsters don't want to watch the Star Wars shows. They would rather watch AI-generated Star Wars shows on YouTube than the actual Star Wars stuff owned by the company. Hence why Disney probably signed a $1 billion deal with OpenAI. Okay. It says, beyond the Mando, Grogu is expecting the Star Wars fans will get a taste of Disney's 2027 theatrical slate as well. Production recently wrapped on Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter. And we're also guaranteed to get a trailer for that movie at some point in 2026, perhaps in time of Star Wars Day. We also know that the long-running rumors are true about the Disney relisting and classic non-special version of the original trilogy in theaters. Those three, they're trying to get us back, chat. They're trying to get the old-time Star Wars fans back. So they're going to put the original trilogy in theaters. Those three restorations also hit theaters in 2027, but hopefully we'll see trailers for them ahead of the time and get ready for the idea of what the remastered footage looks like. Star Wars on Disney Plus. Star Wars lines up on Disney Plus this year is quite as stacked as it was in 2023 or 2024. Lucasfilm is definitely pulling back a bit with the new streaming releases. Still, there's several key projects to look forward to in 2026. While also not definitely confirmed for 2026 release, we're hoping to see a season 2 of Star Wars Ahsoka. And I said this yesterday. I don't think we see this until after Grogu. Okay? If Mando and Grogu has a great opening weekend and people go see it, boom, you're going to see a season 2 announcement shortly after that, and it'll probably drop in like August, September, or whatever it is. If Grogu fails, okay, they're going to be like, oh shit. All right, plan A didn't work. Whoop, whoop. Plan B now in effect. They're still going to do Ahsoka, okay? But they have to change things around, and this is where I think they go to the world between worlds. Okay? They might dabble in that in the Grogu movie, but that's when they go reset button. We have a massive problem. Okay? But we'll see. But we'll see what happens. Okay? So we have no idea when Ahsoka at some point later in the half of year 2. Season 2 will also pick up right after the original left off in 2023. How do you have a TV show last 3 years? Like, old TV shows used to be like every season, every year, right? Streaming services, for some reason, they're like, yeah, 2023, and then like 3 years later, they do season 2, and then 4 years later, like, I didn't even know that Stranger Things was 10 years old. It came out in 2016 originally, the first season, right? They're 10 years older, yet they're only playing like they're supposed to be like 4 years older. It's insane. All right, so it's also like the first Ahsoka Season 2 will constantly be 8 episodes, all written but created by Dave Filoni. Fans can expect most of the Season 1 cast to return, which also includes, who cares? Okay. The one major exception is a Roy McCann, who will be replaced by late Ray Stevens as fallen the fallen Jedi Babylon scroll. Again, Lucasfilm has yet to confirm a 2026 release. Though filming on Season 2 did wrap up back in September of 2025, we're expecting this show to be a key part of the studio's Star Wars strategy going forward, as probably going to be direct set stage for Filoni's live-action Star Wars movie. One show that is also locked in for 2026, though, the animated series of Maul Shadow Lord. Like Star Wars, The Bad Batch, Shadow Lord, and the Clone Wars spin-off set the early days of Empire's reign. Having recently escaped Republic custody, Maul is determined to rebuild the criminal empire, and the series
It's
will
2026. Let's make gaming great again.
Tell Jeff to stay off my lady.
I really hope all this works.
Eclipse, thank you very much for testing out the TTS monster, and thank you much for the $20 super chat. Appreciate you. Do you have to put does you have to change the I don't even know how this works. Do you have to change the name? Like, do you have to change different voices, or can you keep it one voice? That was actually pretty funny. That was actually pretty funny. Thank you very much for that. Right, so Maul's determined to rebuild the criminal empire, and the series will show us how Maul came into where he is in 2018 solo Star Wars story. They'll also have to see how much of a timeline it ultimately covers. So you can't use just one. You have to put in multiple. So Sam Witwer, who was Star-Lord, or Starkiller, sorry, from the God, what was that? Unleashed? Star Wars Unleashed? He's coming back, but he's also reprising his role as Maul, and he's also coming into the Ahsoka series, where he's playing the son, supposedly. So, also the animated Star Wars front, Star Wars Visions is getting a miniseries spin-off called Star Wars Visions Presents. The Ninth Jedi is also a title suggestion. A series will also be a continuation of production of IG's The Ninth Jedi, shorts from Visions seasons 1 and 3. And the natural choice is also clearly more story left to tell in the bleak adventures that take on Star Wars mythos. Star Wars games now in this is Pod Racing is coming out. Okay. It was pretty quiet in Star Wars gaming front, only notable release being some DLC in the Nintendo Switch 2 port of Ubisoft's Star Wars Outlaws. The good news is that we can also expect at least one major new release in 2026, and we hope you like Pod Racing. Star Wars Galactic Racer is a spiritual successor of 1999's Star Wars Episode 1 Racer and 2002's Star Wars Racer Revenge. It's an arcade racer where you also take control. I'm more excited for Star Wars games like Company Zero. I'm really excited for Company Zero. I shouldn't say really excited. I'm excited for Company Zero. Okay. Not really excited. Okay. Which probably won't do well because, one, those types of games don't sell millions and millions and millions of copies. They sell million copies. Okay. So that's a good thing. It's also Fuse Games, also made up of 6 X Games developers. The game will release on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox at some point in 2026. Beyond that, it remains to be seen if we get any new Star Wars gaming content in 2026 outside of the mobile world. We're crossing our fingers at least to learn more about the future of the Knights of the Old Republic. Did they say, did they talk about Company Zero? I don't even think they talk about Company Zero in this. They don't. Then what's coming up in Star Wars comics, which I don't think people care about. I'll be honest. So let me ask you guys. Not if you're excited about the Star Wars movies, because I already know that answer. I think most of you are not excited for Star Wars movies. Okay. But I want to know if you're excited. I want to know if you're excited for just Star Wars video games in general. Like, are you excited for Company Zero? Are you excited for the pod racing game? Are you excited for that Star Wars game they showed at the Game Awards 2 weeks ago, right? Are you excited for more of the Star Wars gaming than you are in the Star Wars live action movies and TV shows? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe, and if you like what I do here, check out some of our other videos. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Eclipse, again for hitting that and seeing if it works. It's a good test. Nothing popped up though, so I gotta figure out why that didn't pop up. I mean, I could bring it up like this, you know what I mean? So. Yeah, I'm not even sure how that works as far as. Hold on one second. I want to refresh something real fast. Because I want to know, because I have a certain amount of credits on the free account that it does. Oh, okay. So all of that only took 1 credit. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, he's very generous, Aaron. He's very generous. Yeah, you have to put the name in front. Okay. Oh, you can't use just one, but I wanted to try a lot. So you can use one, but you have to try a lot to see if it worked. Got it. Krabby says, I would say that the gaming is definitely approaching a breaking point because Destiny 1 is experiencing a huge resurge. It's kind of insane. Really? Now, we actually said that I would go back and play Destiny 1, like just for a night. Like if Sarge wanted to play Destiny 1 for shooting the shit with Sarge on like a Wednesday night and someone wanted to come in and we just run around and just bullshit and we go back to... I'm okay with that because that's a complete game. That's a complete game, right? You can go back and play. Okay. But that's very interesting. So you're saying there's a resurgence. Is that on PC, Krabby, or is that just in general across all platforms? Every time I go to the tower, it's full. Are you playing on PC or are you playing on console? It's not on PC. Okay. The last Star Wars game I liked was Battlefront 2. Didn't like the Souls-like on EA. Besides the gaming issues or optimization issues for Survivor, Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, I liked those games. I thought they were good. But I like the puzzle type of stuff. I like the fighting mechanics of the stuff. I thought they were good. Battlefront 2, though, untouchable. Talking about how a game got shit on, like Gotham Knights got shit on for 30 frames per second, and how other games got shit on for like the smallest little thing. Battlefield got shit on because of the microtransactions that were there before the game came out. And thank God, because they removed them from it. That game is so good. And I just wish they came out with another one just like that. Without the microtransactions, without anything else, they just kept putting content into that game. They would have made a lot more money. But they're idiots. EAs are idiots. Maybe EA becomes better because they got bought out, and once the deal goes through, maybe they don't do exactly what EA did before. But Battlefront 2 is an amazing game. People are also playing the old Souls games too. Yeah, as we said in the beginning of the stream, is 2026 the year that AAA gaming basically dies? Right? I don't think the gaming industry is going to die, but I do believe that AAA gaming is going to like fall off a cliff big time. Aku says 30. I'll play D1, Destiny 1 as well. 3-man raid. Yep. Yeah, let's do it. I have to see if Sarge wants to do it. We'll have to see if Sarge wants to do it. Like one night. I think if you get Destiny 1 complete for like less than $10 right now. I think I saw it for like $6 maybe. Yeah, and if you play Destiny 2, you got to put in like it's like $240 to play all of Destiny 2, and you can't play the original Destiny 2 when it came out. I heard Battlefront is fun. It's fantastic. We play it almost all the time on this channel on Wednesday nights, Krabby. If you pick up that game right now, you would have a blast. There's still people playing on multiplayer. You can play all through the story. There's a story campaign. You can play against the bots, and that's fun. Right? And that's always full. There's only a 4-man team, but you can always find a full team to play with you there. Eclipse says, damn you. Damn, you can buy the whole collection of Destiny 1 for less than $20. I never played. Do you want me to give you your money back so you can go buy Destiny 1? Yeah, for less than $20. Let me tell you, Destiny 1, if they just moved Destiny 1 over to Destiny 2, it would have been beautiful. But they fucked it up. If you guys play Destiny 1, I got to jump in with you. God, I would say it would be so weird. Justin Dove says, I'm much more excited about Star Wars themed things than actual Star Wars games. Star Wars themed things. What do you mean by that? Yeah, Destiny 1 is peak gaming. I love Destiny 1. Just going around. Oh God, what was the I just had it. What was the main planet called? Cosmodrome? The Cosmodrome. Right? You would just drive around the Cosmodrome, right? That's what it was, the Cosmodrome. Man, and I remember being brand new, and you would go and not know what was behind there. You would go around the corner and see a skull above someone's head. You're like, oh my God, what's happening? It was amazing. It was amazing. What's happening here? My dog's barking at someone walking. He's like, don't walk in front of my house. He's angry right now. That's what he's doing. He's barking. He doesn't like that person, whoever that is. He's yelling at him. You ever think your dog, like he's just like saying, hey. He just wants to get petted, probably. That's what's happening. Wrath of the Machine. Was that in Destiny 1? I forget. I'll be honest, Krabby. I've been gone so long from that game. I haven't played Destiny since Pragmatica started being made. I haven't played Destiny since the Pragmatica was in concept art. What are you having for breakfast? I already had breakfast. I had some pancakes and a pear. Time for lunch after this. Eclipse says, nah, if I didn't have $20, I would not have gave you it. Very frugal with my money. Well, I appreciate that. 30, yeah, I got to show off my drip on my Hunter. Oh, God, I used to love playing Hunter in Destiny 1. I have all three, obviously. Azzacross is always saying they should just do Destiny 1 Classic. I mean, we've talked about it for years that they would just, it wouldn't be surprised, instead of making Destiny 3, they make a remake of Destiny 1 and resell it to you. 100%. All right, we talked about Pragmatica. We talked about the NVIDIA stuff. Oh, here's a question for you guys. Who, or what, I should say, it's 2026. Maybe you guys haven't gamed yet. Oh, Mr. Z's got...
Coming soon to your PlayStation 5, Pragmata.
Nope.
Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Movie Guide coming soon to your PlayStation Pragmatica. Thank you, Mr. Z. I'm glad the thing's working. So, well, that's awesome. You got very good comedic timing coming back to the joke. Love it. I don't care for your more Star Wars games. Give me the only KOTOR remake is Jedi 3. Yeah. Ray says, High Guard, game of the year. You know what? It'll be funny, Ray, if the game comes out and it's actually a good game. What do you need, son? Hold on a second. My son is more important than you guys. So give me a second. What do you need? My son's trying to because he's not allowed. He got money for Christmas, and he likes to get mods and stuff for Minecraft. So he's trying to sell me on a mod, right? So I'm trying to teach him is it worth getting? Is it like, because sometimes it's $5 you get a shit ton of stuff inside the mod, and other times it's like $5 and you get like one thing. So he asked if he could get this mod. I said, is it worth it? So he's running to go see what else is in the mod, and he's running back to tell me real fast. So give me 1 second, chat. I'll wait till he comes back. Wait, there's no console, Highguard? What do you mean there's no console? Is it only on PC? It's a free-to-play game. PC release only, really? Well, that game's going to fail. Okay, jetpack power armor, okay. Anti-gravity boots, okay. Climbing gear, jumping gear, okay.
We got some standard things.
What standard things? What is that? Okay.
Then we got, I don't even know how to say that word. We got the cookie hosel.
Okay.
We got the standard leggings for reinforcement.
Okay.
Things. We got jetpack.
Is there any maps or anything?
There's no maps, it's an add-on.
It's just an add-on?
We got a force field chest.
And how much is it?
For $4, I think.
Okay, I think it's worth it.
Then a backpack type armor.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Night vision, marble meter standard, and then we come with like 4 weapons, mine tools also.
Yep. I think it's worth it. If you want to get it, you can get it. All right. Sorry about that. Highguard is guaranteed to fail. They left console behind. PC release only. Is that true, Ray? Is that true? They're only doing PC release? Or is it start off on PC and it comes out for console a little later? No, right here it says, Highguard, a new free-to-play PvP raid shooter from the creators of Apex Legends. Hold on. I don't know how long the delay is here. We're going to let that speak first. No? Oh, you're just a $2 super chat. General Grievous. Ah, yes. The negotiator. All right, there you go. I did the voice for you. Okay. It says, Highguard, a new free-to-play Apex Legends and Titanfall is set to release on January 26th for PC, Steam, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and X, announced at the Game Awards. Did they come out and say it's not coming out for console? It's console delayed. If it's only PC, it's dead. It's got to be.
Elden Ring. Best game ever. Millions and millions and millions of copies sold. Nothing can match it. You just need to have skill.
I love that you. Yeah, I love that you picked the Trump. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat, Ray, and thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Okay. Best game ever. Millions and millions. Fantastic. It's fantastic. According to the website, it doesn't have a date for console. Okay. It might not have a date, but I could have sworn it was PC first, then console. If it's just PC only, that game is dead. Dead. Why? I don't understand these companies. I don't understand these companies. Remember, okay, what game? I didn't even ask the question that I wanted to ask. We're like going down, which is fine. Okay. What game are you playing right now that is just like, it's scratching your itch, man? Like, you don't want to leave this game. You playing Arc Raiders? You're playing Battlefield 6? You're playing Call of Duty? You're playing Fortnite? Like, what are you playing right now, chat? What game are you guys playing that you absolutely can't stop playing? Borderlands 4, whatever it is. And these are newer games I'm talking about. There's going to be games that you guys are going to pick that are not even on this, what I just said. Okay? And my question to you is, why would you stop playing those games for Highguard? You wouldn't. You wouldn't stop playing these games that are itching you right now to go play Highguard. It's funny that with your comments, Aku, I could see Donald Trump hand motions. Yeah. Elden Ring, best game ever, millions and millions of copies sold. Michelle Little Beastie, Happy New Year, says Portal 2. Right? Portal 2, what year did that come out, Michelle? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Portal 2. Right? You're playing a game from 2011. Right? And I'm not making fun of you in any way, shape, or form, by the way. Right? Sarge is playing Company of Heroes. Right? Total War. Right? I'm playing newer games and older games, but I'm playing free-to-play games. I'm playing Marvel Rivals. I'm playing Disney Speedstorm. I'm playing Wayfinder. I'm jumping into Arc Raiders. I'm playing Lord of the Rings: Return of Moria. Right? Like, I'm playing all these different games. I'm not going to all of a sudden just stop and play Highguard. For stream, one night we might play and go, all right, we're done. Right? But why would I stop playing all those other games to play this subpar next game that's coming out? Mr. Z says nothing new. They don't keep me locked in enough. Ron Slusher says Sonic Cross Worlds. It's my current favorite game. Ron, I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I can't tell if Ron's being serious. I would try almost every new PvP game, especially if it's free. All right, let's talk about that for a second, right? You'll try it because it's free. But if the last free-to-play game that came out is not holding your attention, you know what I mean? And then you're going to the next free-to-play game to try it because that one's not holding your attention, and so on and so forth. But if you find something that it holds your attention, Robert, you're going to be playing it, right? And if you like that thing, you're like, why am I going to leave this thing that I'm playing to go try that game right? It's like the grass is greener on the other side type of thing. Aku says, Highguard is dead on arrival without console. It was already basically dead on arrival, but now it's even more dead on arrival. Here's the important question. When do they reveal Elden Ring used generative AI? I plan on starting another Skyrim run, though. 30, I'll see you on later. Wait, well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I played it one time. Probably with this chat, if I play it. Right, and that's it. Bishop Void says, I've been mainly playing Warframe lately. Right, and Warframe is how long? When did Warframe originally start? Now, I don't know if you played it when it, right? But Warframe, I think, came out in 2013. Yeah, March 25th, 2013. I remember playing that on PlayStation 3 originally, right? I played that in Neverwinter when it came out because they were both free to play. Wait, I missed the question. No, what I'm saying, Jones, is if you're playing a free-to-play game, you're going to try them, right? So my question to you is, why, if this free-to-play game came out, you're trying it, but it doesn't hold your attention, so you go to the next game, right? So when you find the free-to-play game that you like, why would you stop playing that game that you like to go try a game that you might not like? You see what I'm saying? Like, if you only have a certain amount of time, right? If you found the game, let's say it's Marvel Rivals, right? It's a free-to-play game. You like Marvel Rivals. You're loving Marvel Rivals. That's your time. You have 5 hours a week. That's your time. Now, all of a sudden, Highguard comes out. You're like, oh, well, I really like this game that I've been playing, but maybe I'll like that game. So you'll drop this one for that one. And then you're like, I don't really like this one, so you go back to this one. So the question is, why would most people leave when they found the game that they like? Is that a question? I don't even know. I'm just... Hear me out, bro. Highguard Battle Royale. 4 Loop is another game, in my opinion, looks dead on arrival. I don't even know what that game is. 4 Loop. What is that? For Loop on Steam. Let me see what this one.
Welcome back, team. Now,
I don't even know what
need
this
you to
is.
brace yourselves.
Oh, it's a bad robot game.
Earth was invaded. Lost in less than a minute. All of this was our fault. We're the only ones left who can fix it. And you must use our machine.
Is
the
this
same machine that broke the world to unbreak it?
Is this a co-op game or is this a multiplayer game?
This bloke's gone insane. This plan
Oh,
sounds
we saw this at the Game
impossible,
Awards, right?
and we're probably going to die. But that's where you're wrong. You're definitely going to die.
Reprinting.
It's all part of my new plan. Every time you fail, I will use our machine to bring you back.
Reprinting. Reprinting.
If you can relentlessly experiment,
Reprinting. 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 Reprinting.
test strategies, learn from your failures, you will become the world-saving team humanity needs you to be. Trust me, the voice in my head hasn't been wrong yet. From now on, nothing is impossible. Now get out there and fail to
See, now here's the thing. What is this? Online co-op, cross-platform, families. Okay, so this actually looks interesting to me because it's 4-player co-op and we can play it online and stuff like that. It doesn't look like a great game, but that trailer didn't sell me on it. That trailer feels like it's like a parody of itself, right? So talking about a trailer, I wouldn't buy it off that. I would have to see more gameplay and see if it's actually a good game because that trailer did not sell me on that game. Did not sell me on that game. Michelle says, tough question. Why did we never get a National Lampoon's Vacation GTA type video game? I love it. Wait a minute. Tough question. Why did we never get a National Lampoon's Vacation GTA? How would that even work? I mean, I like the pitch. I like the pitch, what you're selling me here. Okay. National Lampoon's Vacation movies are one of my favorite like franchise. I love it. Every year we watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I love watching. European Vacation, not very good. The Las Vegas one was even worse, but I still love National Lampoon's Vacation. That would be interesting. That would be interesting if they made a GTA type video like that. Altern says, I have 1,600 hours in Warframe and still have stuff to do. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why I don't play it, Altern, because you have 1,600 hours into it. It's so overwhelming of so much stuff to do. I've never played the open world stuff. I dabbled in it for 2 hours. And never went, like the first open world stuff they put in. I haven't played it. Fair Games is also dead on arrival. Yes, I agree. This is what a hook is for. No hook, not moving. Right. Ron Slusher says Division 2 is my consistent game I play. Is that true? I would try to go back and play it. Sarge is done with it, so I can't go back and play it with him. It seems like they added a bunch of different stuff to keep me in the loop or whatever. The new one by Left 4 Dead.
But the graphics are amazing.
Can I play? Can I go back and play that again? Can I go back and play that again? Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. But the graphics are amazing. Can I replay that? How do I go back? Is there like a list I can go back and play it? Damn it. You know what I wish this program had? If it put it in a queue and then I can click on it to play it. Is that a way to do it? That way I don't overspeak it and stuff like that? Sarge says, raspy voice sci-fi. Buy it now. Now. I think the new Division game looks pretty cool. I think it's called NNN for something like that. Now it's changed. It's literally the new game from the Left 4 Dead guy. Go from that to this. Oh, so 4 Loop is from the Left 4 Dead guys? See, now that's interesting to me from the actual day, but again, the trailer didn't sell me on it. You should play it, at least the first open world. I can carry you. This is the thing about Warframe. This is what everyone knows about Warframe. Remember yesterday when I said you close your eyes and the first thing you think about James Bond is like the drink? You're like Dirty Martini, Aston Martin type of stuff. When I close my eyes and think of Warframe, all I see is someone that's in your game and just runs through the game spinning through all the maps, and you're running behind them and you have no idea. And by the time you catch up to them, they're already killed the thing that's there and they've moved on to the other thing. It's like, what is happening? To me, that's not playing. I don't like getting carried through that. That's why I don't like playing with randos. Now, you're not a rando altern, but that's what I sense when someone's like, yeah, I'll carry you. That's what happens in Warframe. I played a Division 2, but no crossplay, which sucks. What game? Division 2. Division 2, Sarge. And yet Toxic Commando looks better. Go figure. No, here's the thing. Visually, I think it looks better. Travis, you're right. Toxic Commando looks visually better. Okay? It's like that. It's like Mud Runners, but with Left 4 Dead type of stuff. But I think they make it a little too complicated with the way you're going to level up your guns and stuff like that. Right? But we'll see. We'll see. You start in a group of 4, make your way in early world. You can sup up things like oil spill or wacky thing on your other players and slip on. Each group leaving something behind to create chaos. Interesting, Michelle. Interesting. Justin Nub says, that's all I see, 30. Oh, yeah. When you're playing Warframe, just, you're like, what's happening? Altern says, no, I don't carry you like that. I can run super fast. Eclipse says the story is worth playing in Warframe, and they can also do it without putting much time into it. Altern says, I'm the guy that stays behind and kills enemies to get the loot. All right, well, maybe we'll play it then. I got a lot of things. I got to finish. I would like to finish Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria. Right, I would like to do that. So on Mondays we'll try to finish that. I think I want to try to get the story done with Wayfinder and put that on the burner before I start playing like new games. Now, obviously, I don't have to do this on stream, but like Wayfinder, I can play on stream and finish that. Lord of the Rings, I want to finish that. Roadcraft, I'm finishing off stream and on stream and stuff like that. Lots of stuff to do. Toxic Commando looks more fun. Is a better way to say it, I guess. No, I'm saying that visually it looks good, but I think it's more complicated because they made Back 4 Blood, and I don't know if Back 4 Blood is the same type of thing. World War Z is a surprisingly good co-op shooter. They just announced a update, right, for Walking Dead. We could play that. Like, isn't that on Game Pass? That's on Game Pass, right? Maybe we'll play that next week with Sarge. It was on Game Pass. I don't know if it's still on Game Pass. Michelle's like, the goal is to get to Wally World. Does Moria have an ending? Yeah, you have to beat, I believe, you got to get to Moria. And then after that, they made a DLC now. But yeah, the ending is beat the dragon and get back to the home. That's the ending. The team who made World War Z doing Toxic Commando, not Back 4 Blood, as far as I know. Is that right? Do I have it wrong? Let me see. What's the next game that Back 4 Blood are making? John Carpenter's very similar to Back 4 Blood and Left 4 Dead, 4-player zombie. Back 4 Blood. What's their next game? Back 4 Blood. devs. Okay. Turlock Studios. Okay, Turlock Studios. What's the next game they're making? Back 4 Blood, Evolve, Left 4 Dead. Okay, so you're right. It's the I thought it was, well, it seems like a Left 4 Dead. I guess why I think it's Left 4 Dead is because of the complication of the weapons and stuff like that, the way they upgrade. Again, we'll see. So it's the World War Z guys. Got it. Yeah, it's like a Minecraft ending. Yeah, you beat the dragon and then it's over. It's still on Game Pass? Maybe that's what we'll do. Sarge, so next Wednesday, maybe we'll play World War Z on Game Pass. Check that out, because I've never played it. I don't think the new DLC is in there as well, but like The Walking Dead. What do you need? What's that? Okay. Sorry, my son's talking to me again. World War Z, let's go. Yeah, if anybody when we play it, anybody wants to jump in, if you have it, you want to play with us, first come, first serve. What time is it? 12 o'clock? All right. Michelle says, I have a funny challenge. Play Catherine, the video game, while drinking energy drinks. P.S. Remember, it's National Lampoon's. The goal is to get Wally World, the theme park. That would be the goal. That'd be interesting. I don't know how popular that would be. But it's almost like that game that came out, Peak. Was it Peak? No, RV There Yet. Have you seen that game, Michelle? RV There Yet. It's a 4-player co-op game, and you got to get from point A to point B in a camper, and like crazy stuff ensues. I thought we played World War Z inside the mall. Did we? No. That was Back 4 Blood. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. No, that was Back 4 Blood inside the mall, wasn't it? Right, Back 4 Blood had a mall version, didn't it? No? I don't remember playing World War Z. That's what the swarm technology. That's like in Space Marines and stuff. New game show. Name that zombie game. Challenge level impossible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Back 4 Blood. Devil Return, Search and Rescue, Dark Before Dawn, Blue Dog Hollow, The Armor, Plan B. No, is there no mall there? Maybe we did play it. It's been so long. Every zombie game has a mall. World War Z is a third-person one. I don't remember. As soon as you see it, you'll remember. Okay, look. Let me look it up.
Oh no.
Not like this.
Okay, I'm genuinely scared.
Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Today I'm bringing you some gameplay of World War. Molotov out.
Jesus.
Hey, help me.
Half on crossfire. Careful from behind as well. Trying to watch the flank.
Is this the one where you have to take the gas cans, and get them down to the bottom? Let's go on, Nate. Happy New Year.
Wow. They're climbing up here, guys. Look at this.
In a toxic. Oh my god.
I don't remember this.
Oh, you can crumble it. That's so sick.
You shoot him from the bottom?
Yeah.
Shut him up.
That's amazing. There's a sniper rifle here. Does anyone want a sniper?
I dropped it.
Go on, then. Start.
I kind of remember.
Go on, man.
I killed the screamer.
Oh, there's a crossbow, guys.
Oh, I kind of remember this, Sarge. I kind of remember this.
More equipment here.
I feel like this is going to be bad. Barbed wire defense
Which you also
kit
do in the
here.
Left 4 Dead one.
Yeah, I think we have to put it down on these slots over here.
Yeah, it'll show you
No,
where
see,
you
I
can put
don't-
them down.
Oh, God,
I think only you have them.
Oh, there's a turret.
I can't see
No,
anything.
I just don't remember this one.
Alright. I'm going to put
one
some
here as
barbed
well.
wire down.
Oh, here's some barbed wire here.
Begin battle.
Yeah, I don't remember
Legitimately
this.
scared for my life right now.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to turn out.
Oh, they're coming, guys. Front door. Look at that.
Oh no.
Not like
Yeah, they got a Walking Dead stuff.
Yeah, I'm
for this.
genuinely scared.
We're just trying to remember. We're not
think
even
we
looking at the stuff. We're just trying to remember if we played this or not. This is from 6 years ago. I don't remember. I don't remember it. Well, I think Travis is right. If you don't fully remember, maybe it's time to replay it. It's just one night, right? This is what I thought Horde mode would be in Space Marines 2. Just Enough says World War Z better than Aliens. Aliens was pretty bad when we played it. 6 years ago, still looks better than High Guard. All right, what else we got here? Ron Slusher says World War Z outlasted Concord. Yeah, yep, sure did. What's better, the movie or the game? Aliens was good if you played it like Batman. Yeah, RV there yet? Yeah, let me bring it up. I'll bring it up for you.
I'm so excited! I've never had this much fun before. Oh my!
Sylvia, are you wearing a seatbelt?
Someone kissed me!
So it's a 4-player co-op going on a travel adventure. Okay.
Oh shit! They got that burger pack. Smoke that burger.
Find My Large comment. Never heard of it. I'll also check it out. But the movie, Are We There Yet? It would be a late passion of stepping onto thousands of Legos. The cringiest movie makes Morbius a masterpiece. I've never seen it.
Burger pack. Release burger.
Give me that burger, bro.
So
Don't eat it.
basically, you got to get
Go
your
camping
vehicle.
in that dock. Come on.
But stuff happens
I
along
will
the way.
throw your skull
I'm
out.
drinking beer, and I'm
Are
going
you
on a
gonna
drive.
kill
I'm
us?
going on-
We're
clear my
dead.
head.
Great. Good job, honey. You killed us.
I hate when they fight like this.
There goes that roof. I hope you're happy. The roof is where I hit.
Like, that's all it is, right? So you're going from point A to point B, okay? And you're trying to get it, and everyone's got to help you. So you got to get across, like, you got to get the vehicle across, like, ravines and mountaintops. And that's it. It's like the game Peak and stuff like that. That's basically your adventure. Theirs would be go from point A to point B, get to Wally World like National Lampoon's Vacation. Oh, sure. You definitely need people. Jesse says, RV there yet? Has a new DLC map on snow? I'm sure. It's got to be chaotic. This would be fun if we had a group of people that played it, right? I definitely wouldn't ask people to buy the game just so we have it for one night type of thing. Yeah, but that's what it reminded me of. You saying about National Lampoon's Vacation kind of reminded me of Are We There Yet? All right, it's 12/17 on the very first day of January 1st of 2026. That's going to do it for me today. I do appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us each and every single day. We'll be back for Generation X Gaming tonight for the very first episode of 2026, starting our 12th season for GXG. If you guys like the podcast, come out tonight over right here on 30NSG, 8 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate it very much. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. And again, during the streams, if you guys, even though I bring your chats up on stream and have a conversation back and forth, if you guys want to support us another way, you can do TTS Monsters, a link in the description down below where you can type in and then the voice plays it for you on stream. Appreciate it very much. You guys have a great rest of your day, evening, or night, like I said. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, used to be wars, now it's open doors. Gamers everywhere, no matter the store. Multi-platform rise, let's go. Cross-play, cross-life, everybody getting hype. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC in sight. No more fences, we're breaking the chains. Gamers worldwide all share the same game. Cross-play, cross-life, everybody getting hype. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC in sight. No more fences, we're breaking the chains. Gamers worldwide all share the same game. Remember the times when the console wars burned? Had to pick a side, bridges never got turned. Exclusive drops kept us stuck in the fight. Now they shipping everywhere and it feeling right. Halo hit Steam, Kratos left home. Sony cross seas, now we standing on Chrome. Call of Duty don't care where you log in, whether blue, green, red, everybody's locked in. Back then, bragging like my box the best. Now it's yo, what you playing on? That's the real flex. Squads don't split, we unite for the win. Whether PC frames or a pad in your hand. Nintendo still holding Mario tight, but even rumors say Zelda might take flight. From couch to the cloud, from a disc to a stream. Gaming's for us all, that's the multiplied dream. Cross-play, cross-life, everybody getting hype. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC in sight. No more fences, we're breaking the chains. Gamers worldwide all share the same game. Cross-play, cross-life, everybody getting hype. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC in sight. No more fences, we're breaking the chains. Gamers worldwide all share the same game. Game Pass rolling, making deals on the low. Sony dropping ports, watch the fan base grow. Even the Switch getting big boy drops. Monster Hunter, Fortnite can't make it stop. Epic and Steam, once fighting for the crown. Now it's like, yo, let the players get down. Cloud stream service, you can play on a phone. Doesn't matter where, you ain't playing alone. From Tekken to FIFA, from Destiny raids, everybody linking up, no matter the shade. Fanboys crying, but the world too loud. Gamers stand tall, multi-platform and proud. Imagine back then if they saw this day. Master Chief on PlayStation, Kratos on Game Pass Play. Sonic and Mario shook hands long ago. Now it's every IP learning how to grow. So no more division, the culture's too wide. We gaming together, controllers collide. This is the future, man, it ain't pretend. Every platform, every player gaming won't end. Cross-play, cross-life, everybody getting hype. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC in sight. No more fences, we're breaking the chains. Gamers worldwide all share the same game. Cross-play, cross-life, everybody getting hype. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC in sight. No more fences, we're breaking the chains. Gamers worldwide all share the same game. Cross-play, no wars, just games we adore. A platform forever, that's what we're here. No wars, just games we adore. A platform forever, that's what